Kia ora. Let's now work out the isomer based on what we know and the molecular formula that we've worked out earlier. So with C4H10O and knowing that it has an OH, so we draw 4 carbons in a row with an OH on the first carbon or the second carbon as another isomer, or we could do 3 carbons in a row with a methyl side chain and the OH on the first carbon and the second carbon. And there's actually not any other isomer we can draw. So the next step, once we've drawn those isomers, is to look at the number of carbon environments, and we've got 3 carbon environments. So we check each of these isomers to see how many carbon environments they've got, and you can see there are 4 different environments because each of these carbons don't have identical groups on them. So it can't be this first option, it can't be the second option either. If we go to the third option, we see both these methyls actually have got the same 4 groups, 3 hydrogens and this isopropyl with an OH. This one has 3 hydrogens with this isopropyl and an OH. So that has 3 carbon environments. Tick, it would work. Let's look at this last one, and we see there are only 2 carbon environments, so it can't be number 2. But you can't stop there because you have to also prove this from the mass spec. So we've got to look at the fragment patterns. And if you have a look, the base peak at 43 is a 3 carbon fragment, a propyl fragment, which you can see clearly can come from this. So when you draw it, remember to draw that positive charge on the carbon. Don't just draw it anywhere, it has to be on that carbon. You can't get this 3 carbon fragment from the fourth option or the second option, but you could get it from that first option. Another peak we could look at is this peak at 59, and that is where we have lost a methyl group. So that has been removed. We could also say this peak here at 73 is the loss of either this hydrogen over here, or it could be even the loss of this hydrogen on the blue carbon, because that will form a tertiary carbocation, which is quite stable. So if you can draw 1 or 2 of those fragments, that would be great. You could also draw the peak from some of these others, but don't hassle too much. So all the best. Kia ora.